Hi everyone. I'm going to give you a little tip today. What I'm going to share with you, this is something that I learned a while back. I have some polymer clay here, and this is Cernit, and I always have to leach my clay. And I will actually take white cheap paper towels. You don't want any print on it, and you want the real cheap ones because you really want it a paper, no fuzzy stuff on it. And I will take my clay and I will sandwich it in between two pieces of paper towel, and I will run that through my pasta machine, and I will let it sit there for sometimes even like 15 minutes, and I will start getting the oil out of the clay. And you just keep doing that until your clay is right for you with the oil. Okay, the other thing that I want to show you is that this clay that I have here is too oily for me, even though it has been leached. What I found, and I'm going to show, I purchased, and let me see if I can get this in the camera. I purchased, it's 100% cornstarch. It has no aluminum in it. That is an important part, okay? Now, I have nothing but baby powder. I used to use the baby powder, and when I discovered this with the cornstarch, and in the beginning I was using it with the aluminum, and I found I was having problems with it. When I found that they make cornstarch without aluminum in it, I don't have a problem with it whatsoever. But this is what I want to show you, the difference between the cornstarch and the baby powder. Baby powder I do not ever use on polymer clay, and the reason for that is because it is so fine that I found that when I would put it on my clay, after cooking it, it would seep into my clay, and I would have little white streaks through it. Okay, this is my cornstarch, and I'm just going to go ahead, and yes, I put this much on it. Okay, but I want you to notice, do you see how the cornstarch is even still sticking to my paintbrush? But see how it stays in like balls? Okay, and I'll just put that on there. And what I do is, if I'm working with the clay, and let's say I'm going to set it aside for a couple of hours, my clay starts producing oil for me. So I will put this much cornstarch on it, walk away from it, brush it off. Now I won't have to put any more on it again. Okay, now I'm going to show you what the baby powder does. Let me clean my brush off, and I'll put some baby powder over here. And I'm going to try to put it on the same way that I did with the cornstarch. Okay? Now, you see how it stays right on it? It doesn't ball up like this one, the cornstarch. Okay. When I use this, not all the time, when I cook it, I will have little white marks in it, and I never could figure out why I was getting it. I thought at first it was Mooney's. It wasn't Mooney's. When I dug it out, after I dug it out, I saw it was powder. Okay, will not use baby powder anymore. Okay, cornstarch. As my piece is sitting here, my cornstarch, see, it still stays balled up. That's what I want. Okay, now let's say that I wanted to work on it, and I just want to take the See how it comes right off? It doesn't leave a film on it like the baby powder does. Now I'll go ahead and I'll brush off the baby powder and see if it will show it. I don't know if it will, but if you look at it real close, it has a sheen to it. And that sheen is baby powder that is still left on it. I don't know if the camera can even pick that up, but you know, if I look at it and I can turn it at an angle, I can still see the baby powder. The cornstarch, I just don't have that. I have no more white marks. It is a great smoothing agent. But I wanted to share that tip with you. And like I always say, things that work for me might not work for others. Try it on a piece of scrap clay. Put it on a piece. Leave it on it overnight. Brush it off the next day. See what that feels like to you. See if it works easier for you. It might be that you can work with clay that has a lot of oil to it. I can't. I just, too oily is, just doesn't work for me. So give it a try on some scrap clay, and I hope that this tip has helped someone out there. And I think I might be back with another tip tomorrow, and I'm going to show you how you can clean your eyes. I still have to do an experiment with it. I've already done one and it did work, but I want to double check it again before I put it out there to all of you to give it a try. So until tomorrow, have a great day.